Big news this week, WBC and lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury and the WBA, IBF, and WBO champ Anthony Joshua have agreed to a 2-fight deal. At least that's according to Fury.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal.
The announcement comes with some controversy, though. Daniel Kinahan, founder of Fury's management team MTK Global, is a mob boss with multiple firearm offenses and an international drug trafficker. That's according to Ireland's High Court, and the nation's Prime Minister Leo Varadkar is stepping in.
I was rather taken aback to see Tyson Fury in his video the other day, and just dropping in that name that you mentioned, as if this was not somebody who has quite a checkered history in this state and elsewhere.
Controversy aside, a bout for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world is the fight boxing needs. But first, Fury has to get past the former champ Deontay Wilder for a 3rd time.
One problem, I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we'll go on to the big fight. So, big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line.
In a follow-up post, Fury addressed the time and place for the Wilder fight. And while it hasn't been set as yet, the Gypsy King knows it will not be on Christmas Day.
Before it, like November, December, running up to it, even on like the 20th or something like that, I'd still do it. But not Christmas Day, it's too far. And I think it caused me a divorce as well.
Someone else not too happy about the announcement is the longtime mandatory challenger Dillian Whyte. The body snatcher has taken legal action against the WBC for potentially having his title shot delayed yet again. Whyte, who has been the #1 contender since July 2019, has already missed out on a title opportunity due to the second Fury versus Wilder fight. He clearly does not want to wait all of 2020 and 2021 for another. To MMA at UFC on ESPN 10. Cynthia Calvillo made her women's flyweight debut with a big win. She soundly outpointed the #1 contender Jessica Eye over 5 full rounds, even with Eye weighing in heavy for the 2nd fight in a row. It might not have been Calvillo's most spectacular performance, but considering it was her first in the division and against a bantamweight-sized top contender, she impressed those that matter most, including UFC President Dana White. When asked if Calvillo is in the title picture, White clarified, listen, yeah, if you beat the #1 contender, look at Gilbert Burns. It just happened to him, referring to the welterweight title fight announced last week. When you beat #1, yeah. Speaking of the welterweight division, the BMF champ Jorge Masvidal claims that he was first offered the title fight against the champ Kamaru Usman, but turned it down due to White's negotiation techniques. According to Masvidal, White called him the night before he wanted to announce the bout with an ultimatum: take it or leave it. Masvidal didn't appreciate the strong arm technique, so he declined. And in more shock UFC retirement news, the dual division champ Amanda Nunes is considering an end to her fighting career. I've achieved everything I wanted, stated the 32-year-old. I'm in a moment that I can retire, you know, and I'm in a moment that I can fight. And she's more than proved she can fight. With her recent defense of the women's bantamweight title against Felicia Spencer, she's all but cleaned out the practically non-existent featherweight division. And in the bantamweight division, she holds highlight reel finishes over Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, and Holly Holm, meaning she's demolished every other bantamweight champion in history. There's nothing else to be done right now in the divisions. The Hall of Fame will come, for sure. And she's not wrong. The Lioness is the first women's 2-division UFC champion, the 3rd simultaneous dual division champ, and the first and only fighter to defend both titles while holding them simultaneously. She's the undisputed GOAT of women's MMA. But with Henry Cejudo officially retired, Jon Jones claiming to have vacated his title, and now Nunes considering her post-fight career options, that's 3 champs in as many weeks. Perhaps it's time for some behind-the-scenes changes in the UFC. UFC on ESPN 10 was the second UFC event in a row with 4 fighters awarded a performance bonus. Those were Marvin Vettori and Maria Agapova for their sub-wins, and Tyson Nam and Christian Aguilera for their KO and TKO wins, all of which were in the first round. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.